Hello everyone, my name is Pam Kita and welcome to this video tutorial on how to use a very useful utility, the digital sticky note, available from both the Windows and the Mac computers. This utility could revolutionize your use of sticky notes. This presentation will show you how to use the Mac version of the digital post-it note called Stickies. Let's just find out how to access, open, and use Stickies on the Mac. First, go to your Mac Applications folder and find the icons labeled Stickies. Open up the Applications folder, I scroll down, and here's my Stickies. I select it. Two things happen. The Stickies utility is placed on my docking station, and a yellow post-it note is placed on my desktop. Now, yellow is the default color for a post-it note, and you can customize the sticky note and change the color. Select the sticky note. If you hover on your sticky note, properties about it as far as when it was created and last modified is displayed. So let's go to the color menu option on the Stickies menu bar, select it, and we can change it to blue, to green, to pink, to purple, to gray, but yellow is the default color. I'm going to change it to green. Here it is. I'm going to write my first sticky note. Don't forget meeting with Jan at 2 p.m. Don't forget the August spreadsheets. My first sticky note. I double click on the bar on the top and it collapses the sticky note so I can park it in the right hand corner. It's there, but it's not taking up my desktop. If I want to see it again, I double click on it, it opens back up. Sometimes I want to just collapse it enough so I can still see the contents. And then I'll drag it over into the corner, and that works for me. Let's create a new sticky note and let it default to the yellow color. File, New Note, and there it is. Drag it out to the center, and I want to quickly jot down my grocery list so I remember what I need to pick up from the store. A nice feature about sticky notes is you can create a formatted list inside your sticky note. Let me show you how to do that. Grocery list. And by pressing the Option tab, I begin my list. I start with coupons, return, press tab to indent. I want my soup coupons. And when I do Shift tab, then I can select or type in fruit, tab, apples, bananas, and oranges. If I press return 3 times, I get out of my list. Now I want to format my list a little bit. So let's highlight the first level, which is coupons. Press Control, left click, list, dash is a prefix. I want a diamond and a suffix, dash. This is a fancy way to make a list, and it's a nice way to highlight it. And if you want to also list out the secondary groups, you'll have to format it by groups. So I select soup, left click, list, and I just want a circle. Select, and there you have it. And then I'll do the secondary group. Control, left click, list, open circle bullet, OK, and there you have it. So that's a nicely formatted list. We can print it by going to File and selecting Print. And you'll have a nicely formatted grocery list printout. Using the import and export tags, there are days when you want to save your sticky notes and retrieve them later. So let's go ahead and save this sticky note. You notice that I clicked on it on the grocery list, for example. Go to File, and I want to export the text. Export. Title it Grocery List. I don't want to save it to my file. I want to save it to my desktop. I want to save it as a plain text, but I could save it as an RTF or RTFD. Save. And there it is. And notice my sticky note is still there. If I wanted to do something a little different, I could do File, Close. If I wanted to trash my sticky note, I would just say don't save, and it would move it to the trash can. But I want to save this, but I want to show you the difference between this method and the export method. Save, grocery list 2 to my desktop. I'm going to save it as a plain text, although I could save it as an RTF or RTFD. Save it. And you notice my sticky note went away, but here's my grocery list 2. Now I want to show you the import method. Let's do a new note. And let's do File, Import Text. I want to bring back my grocery list. So I import a text file, and there it is. I'm going to move this one. And just change the color on this. Pink. And lunch at 1 with Kathy. And I want to save my post-it note. It's as quick as all of that. I saved it to text files, 2 different methodologies. I created 3 post-it notes, parked them in the corner. Oh, there is something that I could show you. Let me open up a Word document. Bring this over here so I can better demonstrate. Another way to customize your post-it note. You notice it's right here in the forefront. So I go to Note. Here's my floating window, and it keeps it so that it's solid. You can't see through it. Okay. That's kind of nice. Keeps it in the forefront. I can change this so I don't have any customization to it, and it puts it in the background suddenly. But I can move it in the forefront. Note, I'm going to make it into a translucent window, which makes it a little opaque and a little easier to see what's going on in the background. So if I go to Note, and I like translucent windows all the time, I can use as default, select it, and it will use it as my default from now on, the translucent window. So I will deselect it, and you'll see that you can't see through it anymore. Close out my Word document. So it's interesting the different ways that you can customize your sticky note. You know how to go and find in your application folder the Stickies utility. It parks it on your docking station and creates that new sticky note for you. In conclusion, try using your stickies and go green, and have fun with using sticky notes, and hopefully utilize your digitized sticky notes more like this desktop. Thank you.